The 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
11 MT, hey.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Flush to his right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's got his tight end. It's on the Okuroga now. Touchdown, Browns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here we go.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
11, 11. 11,
Smith will come in motion right.
11, 11, 11, 11.
From the 22, Burrow going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carried the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 17, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Gun. Gun.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready to break.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Cook is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go play action with Burrow. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson, 39 yards. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They did get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. They're able to shut down the run play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game,
touchdown! Kari Blossengame, 27 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
12, 12, 12.
A handoff to Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
MT, 11 MT.
Here's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. Set. Hey, throw it. Hey, exit. Hey.
Lawrence will throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Browns. Kari Blasingame. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 27, Burrow. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
11, Thomas.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 1, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Eleven. 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got Anderson on the slant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 1, ready? empty.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm fine, ready?
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, 26 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. On the move to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down about the 33. That's a staple of this offense. Drag out to the tight end.
He's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
On the double.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence. And complete right side to Cook. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The kick by McManus is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
11, 11, 11, 11.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
I'm one, ready?
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Twelve. 11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Got it. Kill. Opposite.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
11 mighty.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
I'm one, ready?
Now it's Burrow. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I'm one, ready?
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And Burrow going to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Fournette not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
2nd down and goal. Burrow.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Stop. 3rd and goal. Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Let's get set.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Ready.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Burrow on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On the ready.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Cook again. Oh, able to avoid him. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
third down. Dalvin Cook might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm